That is the question about the conjecture, okay? So usually they will ask you to find something, okay? Like for example, this question, they give you the function. So they ask you to find the equation of tangent at a certain point, correct? Okay, so you want to find, so you have to know, for your this SAT also, I will ask something about the tangent, but it's a bit different. Okay, so first of all, you have to know that if you want to find the equation of tangent, then you have to find the slope function first. So this is the first step that you need to do. Then after that, you follow the whatever the question one. The question one, the equation of tangent at x equal to 3. So you just put x equal to 3. Okay, so my F3 first is negative. This one you have to be very careful. Negative x squared, I mean negative x times the x squared. Okay, so this is negative 9. And F prime 3 will be negative 2 times 3. That is negative 6. Then you put into y equal to mx plus c. Yep. So negative 9 equal to negative 6 times 3 plus c. So the c equal to 9. So the equation will be y equal to mx plus c. Done. Your job is done. So you just follow through. Okay. Then the part B, they say the tangent y equal to fx at x equal to 3 intersect the y-axis at E. So if you want to have a better picture of this, what you need to do is, okay, this is a negative slope. So you go to like that. So this is your point E. Correct? So I always prefer to write y equal to mx plus c. The reason is I can straight away get the coordinate of the y-intercept. Yeah, that is 0, 9. Okay. And the x is at F. So I usually, when you talk about intercept, I will prefer to write down. So the coordinate F will be, the y is 0. So the x, if you put y equal to 0, so your x will be equal to 3/2. Okay, so because it involves a geometrical shape, so usually I will prefer to sketch the graph, hence find the area. So I know that this is 9 units and this is 3/2. And the area of a triangle will be half base times height. Okay, half base times height. Okay, so this will be equal to 27/4. So you carry out the part B already, then part C, they give you some information. So if you have a look, so now you are supposed to look for pattern. Okay, you fill in the blank. When x equal to 1 is 1/4. When x equal to 2 is 2. When x equal to 3 is 27/4. When x equal to 4, the area is 16. Okay, so if you can't see the pattern, okay, so now you make the conjecture, correct? If you can't see the pattern, you just leave part C blank. Okay, if you can see the pattern, okay, in part C, part C, if you can see the pattern, okay, 1/4. 2, you look, this formula, okay, it's always got 4 there. So I will imagine my 2 as 8/4. So when x equal to 3 is 27/4. When x equal to 4 is 16. 16 is 64/4. So when x equal to k, correct? So it will be k³/4. So this will make your answer for part C. If you can see, if you can't see, what you need to do? You need to do part D all over again. So remember, when I say do part D all over again, that means you have to do this part all over again with x equal to k. So you put fk equal to negative k cubed. F prime k equal to negative 2 times k. So you put into y equal to m x plus wait, this is k squared. Sorry, this is k squared. mx plus c. So the c will be k. Am I right? Is it k cubed or k squared? Negative k squared. I'm right. Okay. It will be k squared. All right. So then you draw out. You got the equation of tangent y equal to m x plus k squared. Okay. So you draw out. Here will be your k squared. And here will be k over 2. Right? Then the area will be equal to half base times height. So it's k cubed over 3. So you have proven it. So remember, prove the conjecture is always using the x value as what is given. Must use the symbol given. So over here, you will get all the full 4 marks. How we get you? You get this correct. You get this correct. You get all this correct. Then you get all the 4 marks. So actually, it's a repetition of the part A or part B given in the question. You get what I mean? So that is called proving a conjecture. So if you cannot imagine what is in part C, so don't stay there for too long. You only have 1.5 minutes. 1 mark is 1.5 minutes to settle it. If you cannot, straight away go to part D, the 4 mark. You prove it, you get it, then you fill in your part C. Do you get me? Hello? There is definitely one question on this. So they are all together 5 questions, 42 marks in 1 hour. So all the question structure will be like your practice test. We try not to change much. We only change a minor part only. Because this test is for you to know all the important things. Yeah. So I will have 1 or 2 parts. Maybe I have stressed it during my teaching, but I will not specify clearly to you now. So that is to distinguish those who get A+. Hello? Are you okay? Can? Yeah. Okay. If not, so bear in mind. Okay. So if not, can we go to practice 2? Do you download all the practice tests?
Yes.
Okay. Practice 2. Okay. Do I need to explain how to do question 1? Hello? Do you need me to, by the look at it? So question 1 is always, okay, I will try not to change the arrangement of the question, okay? So that means in this SAT, there are 4 important things, 5 important things. One is motion in a straight line. One is rate of change. optimization, curve property, conjecture. So these 5 parts. So the scenario may change, but for motion in the straight line, correct? Usually we try to standardize it, but we will change the function. So for solving this type of question, what is my advice to all of you? Okay, I mentioned it in the I mentioned it in just now the lesson. So what you need to prepare for your GC, GC preparation. So usually I will leave my Y1 blank. I read the question and I fill in. My Y2, I will key in this. You just put it there. Don't delete it. You can do this before your test. If you want to key in a function, also can. I will not ask you to delete your. I will not ask you to delete your clear your calculator. Okay. So I will always put these 2 inside there, so that under the 3 questions, 1 on motion in the straight line, rate of change, and optimization, correct? I can use any one of these to help me to solve the problem. Do you get me? Like for example, this one for SAT practice 2, correct? Practice 2, I take my GC, I straight away slot in this. I slot in this. Okay, I straight away slot in this. Then if they give me a range, so whatever sign diagram that I draw, okay, like for example, this one part A, they want me to draw the sign diagram for VT, correct? I cannot, I have to draw within the domain given. So be very careful, look at the question. If there is no upper limit, then you can just draw the arrow. You get me? Hello? You have the answer with you, correct? I believe you can check the answer. Yep. And you should know how to use your graphic calculator to help you to determine the sign, am I right? So that's why I ask you to key in all this. Okay. Right? And everyone know how to interpret the sign, correct? If the velocity is positive, then what does that mean? If the velocity is negative, what does that mean? So do you need me to go through this question with you? So the part A, I will leave it to you. Part B, no problem, correct? Initial velocity should be quite easy. Yeah. Okay, but part C, if you have a look at part C, what does the part C say? Find the exact time when the object has minimum displacement. So this is the exact time. So that means in this case, you have to, you can use your, then describe the motion of the object in the first 10 seconds. This is from part A. Okay, part A when you do. Okay, for part C, the exact time, if you use your GC, they will give you the approximate time, 3 point something, am I right? So if they ask for exact time, that means in your part A. So usually I will advise my student to read through the whole thing. Yeah. Hello? Do you get me? So you exact time, you cannot give me 3 point something. You have to give me 3.5, 1/6. That is called the exact time. If you give me 3.1666666, then cannot. Okay. 3.167. This is not exact time. This is approximate time. So read the question carefully. Then describe the motion of the object in the first 10 seconds. So you see 4 mark there. So 1 mark here, because you can get it from part A. Describe the motion of the object in the first 10 seconds. Can someone help me to describe based on this sign diagram? When I say motion means you and then you have the acceleration sign diagram also, correct? You have the AT sign diagram also from part A. And it's always positive. So we will say, yeah. When you say motion, you have to tell me the direction. You say, okay, from 0 to 3 and 1/6 second. Okay. And the first 3 and 1/6 second, the particle is moving to the left with increasing or decreasing velocity. With increasing velocity. Look, when the particle is moving like that, when t equal to 0, for example, I just give you an example, the velocity is -5. When t equal to 2, the velocity is -2. This is called increasing velocity. That's why the acceleration is greater than 0, positive. Increasing velocity, but decreasing speed. Do you get me? Because the velocity, the acceleration is positive. So from 0 to 3 and 1/6 second, the particle is moving to the left with increasing velocity. If you want to add one more, you say, but decreasing speed. And the particle stop moving at 3 and 1/6 second. After that, the particle is moving to the right with increasing velocity. You get me? So for this question, in order to gain your 4 marks, okay, this one get 1 mark. Describing this part based on this sign diagram, you get 1 mark. You talk about stop at this time, you get another mark. Describe clearly this, you get another mark. So you get your 4 marks there. So that's why I say you have to know how to describe. Whether this coming test I'm going to ask or not, you won't be able to know. This is what you're supposed to know. There are a lot of things that I can ask. Hello? Are you okay? So very important, if the speed, if the velocity become less negative, means it's increasing velocity, but decreasing speed. You get me? Because the acceleration is always positive. If acceleration is positive, means the velocity is increasing. So get right between velocity and speed. Velocity must take direction. Okay. Any issue on part 3? Okay, now part C. Okay, then find the duration when the object is moving with increasing speed. So this one, you definitely have to look for the same sign. Yeah. So it's t great between 6 and so part D, so the t will be between 19/6 and 15. Right within the domain given. Hello? Can or not? Then find the total distance. Okay. What do you mean by 10th second? So this is another one. I'm not saying first 10 seconds. The 10th second. Do you know the meaning of this? So I have to take note. When I say 10 seconds, look, 0 to 1 is the first second. So 10 seconds means t between 9 and 10. So, but the particle stop. So sometime within the 1 second itself, it does stop, but stops at t equal to 3 and 1 over 6. So it doesn't involve stopping position, correct? So in this case, you can just say you find S10 using your GC, you find S9 using your GC, then you just minus. Are you okay? So every SAT, we have their own unique part, right? But generally, they are almost the same. Yep. So in this case, you take S10 minus S9, then you get the answer. If the question wants the exact value, then you have to stop at the one that I show in the second last step, the answer. Okay, so you have to read the question carefully. Okay, can I move on to the next question? Okay, next question is almost the same as SAT1. It's just that I changed the scenario for the optimization question. Okay, I came out this question in the consecutive 2 years, and students find that it's very difficult to find the to get the answer. Have you all tried? So you watch through the video first, then you try this question and see how. Okay, this time I don't test you on that, but that doesn't mean you don't. Please learn, because you don't know your final exam will be like that. No one knows.
So for this set, the maximized optimization of price won't come out?
For this, I tell you for this SAT, but if you just prepare this just for this SAT, then your final you will be in trouble.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I still can change, okay, if I want to. Okay. So I'm trying to calm down those who find that this question is very difficult. I consecutively come out 2 years and a lot of students fumble on that. I also don't know why. Maybe you all can tell me why. Okay, so you can try again, because I've explained that in the first lesson already, just now, the video. I tried to explain it. So you try and see. Okay? Can I? So this one, I leave it to you. Okay, now question 3. Question 3 is curve property question. Curve property question, it can come out in any way. Okay, so can you please look at your question 3, then you tell me. Okay. So I can be scenario type. I can be just normal FX, okay? So in this question, so don't get worried if I talk about velocity. So this is a velocity function, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I talk about displacement, that means, okay, if this is this, I'm talking about this velocity is S prime T, correct? Yeah. So that means my FT is my S prime t. Okay, get me? Draw the graph of acceleration. So if you want to draw the graph of acceleration, what should you do? Hello? What do you understand? Acceleration is V prime t, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I will draw the sign diagram first. Yeah, so I have important point. Here is 2, here is C, here is B. So which one I must mark down? I must ask myself, V prime what equal to 0? What is the question mark here based on this graph? Am I right? So this is your T. Because this is a turning point of V prime, VT. Okay? V graph is going down. So V prime T is negative. From C to V, V graph is going up. So the rate is positive. Then the rate is negative. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, based on this and this, yeah, so I can know my ST graph. For T between 0 and C, shape is concave or convex? Okay, and for the velocity, okay, look, if you have the velocity sign diagram, correct? So you have to mark 2 here and B here. Positive, negative, negative. So concave, ST graph, I'm talking about ST graph. So it will go positive, means go up until 2. Then after 2, it will go down until it reach the point X equal to C. Am I right? So that is how I interpret the first part. Then after that, from T between C and B is convex until you reach B, it becomes 0. So convex. This is a horizontal inflection point until you reach B. So then after that, it turns to concave and go down. So this is your ST graph. I try not to draw the graph inside here so that I won't confuse myself. I base on the sign diagram and get it, then I transfer it. So obviously you can see it is which graph? No. Am I right? Which one? 1, 2, or 3? Number 1. Right? Okay. Hello, are you with me? Okay, let's let's expand a little bit. If my ST graph is like number 2, is this graph. Here maximum, inflection, then here, okay, this is my ST graph. Okay, how will the VT sign diagram be? Can you tell me how will the VT sign diagram be? Hello? Here is 2, here is C, and here is B. How will the VT sign diagram be? Two here, B here. Positive, negative, positive. The AT sign diagram will be only one inflection point, that is C, concave, convex. Hello? Are you with me? So the part 3, the one will be the other way around. Will be the inverse of part 1, graph 1. Okay? So the VT graph will look like this. It will pass through 2. It will pass through B. Okay? Negative, turn, positive. Wait. Am I right? Is Mizo drawing the right thing? Wrong. Positive above, then come down. Okay? Because AT is negative. Then after that, go up. Go all the way up here. Okay? So this will be your VT graph. So how will your AT graph be? This is cubic. This is quadratic. So your AT will be a
Straight line.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to know all this will be a straight line like that. Okay? Can I? Okay. Got it? Okay. Can you please have a look at question 4? What type of function is that? It's a very familiar function, correct? Have you all written down the general formula for this function into your notes? Do you have this in your notes? And how to prove that the upper limit is C as t approaches infinity, e to the power negative bt approaches 0. So therefore, ft approaches C from below. If whoever you don't know the limit so well about this case, you better write it down. You according to the situation, you just change. Yeah. So our situation here is NT equal to 25 over 1 plus 5.9 e to the power negative t. So the upper limit will be 25. Yeah, this is your NT. T. Okay, initial T equal to 0, so you start with 6. So is 25 divided by 6. No, 5.91. 6.91. Okay, 25 divided by 6.91. About 7 point something. 7 point something, correct? So the graph will go like that and go up like that. So this is halfway, 25 over 2. So it's 14 point something. Yeah, so all this you have to know. So if you have that in your notes, sketching the graph will be very easy. So I told you already, when you sketch the graph, you put in your y1 as the formula. So you have to go to window, x minimum equal to 0, x maximum, you put 10. So you have to end at 10, huh? Hello? Then you have to draw the horizontal asymptote. Then you will get the shape correct, the ending correct, and the horizontal asymptote correct. Then only you will get the full 3 marks. Do you get me? Hello? Yeah. So what is the snake population at this time? You can calculate. No problem. Use your GC. What is the limit? 1 mark only. You just give me the mark, the value that is 25. Okay. In order to control the snake population in the farm, the management proposed that this snake be sold to the export market if the total number is 14,000 or more. So by the way, the 25 there is in thousand. So you have to be very careful in thousand. So this case, I told you before how to solve 2 years after the farm started. So how to solve this? So 14,000. So what should your F, you have to put your FT as 1400. Can I put like that? Hello, class, can I put it like that? Can I put FT equal to 1400, then I put 25 over 1 plus 5.91 e to the power negative t. Then I go to the graph, I plot my y4 as 14000. Can I put 14000? Hello? Cannot, because here is in thousand. So you have to be very careful. So you put 14 instead. You get me? You put 14 instead. Are you clear? So you have to look at the unit of measurement for every single thing. Okay? So give a reason for your answer. So you get 14. It's 2 years after the farm started. So you get the T. Okay? If the T is 2 or more, you can get it from your graph. Okay. Find the approximate time and the snake population at the point where the rate of growth is increasing at its maximum. So which point must I find? Approximate time. So you find the point of inflection. Do you record this one down in your notes? I know the population is C over 2. This is your C. This is your C over 2. I want to know this. Can someone tell me what is this in a general form? Hello? C over 2 equal to C over 1 plus A e to the power negative bt. C and C cut. So 2 equal to 1 plus A e to the power negative bt. So A e to the power negative bt equal to 1. So what A over e to the power negative bt, bt equal to 1 over 1. So e to the power bt equal to A. So bt equal to ln A. So t equal to ln A over B. Please write this in your notes so that when you need to use it, you can use it straight away. If not, you have to plot the graph. Then from the graph, then you get the turning point. Yeah. How is the graph of, if this is my y equal to fx, ft, how is the graph of f prime t look like? The graph of f prime t look like this, am I right? Please, all this you have to know. Are you okay? So go and make a thorough study of your logistic function. Jot down all the important things. Clear? Hello? Yeah. Okay. So the last one is the conjecture. So if you look at the last one, the conjecture, correct? This one is quite a simple one. Why? Because I give you practically everything. Am I right? So can I not giving you can be written as? I can. But just not to confuse you. Okay, not to make you panic. Okay, 2 to the power of x can be written as e to the power of ln 2 times x. So you should know how to differentiate exponential, am I right? So it will be copy down the whole thing, times by the derivative of the power, which is ln 2. Am I right? So you look at here. So the dy dx is obviously, if your base change, it will change accordingly, am I right? So can you complete the table easily? Definitely you can. Then based on the table, make a conjecture, definitely you can. Then prove the conjecture, same thing. So this is a very simple conjecture question. That's why everything I only give you 1 mark. Hello? And I told you already in the last lesson, if you watch the video, I said the conjecture question, it will involve something like tangent. But the function I'm going to give you, maybe is this kind of function, though every function you must know how to differentiate. Are you clear? And I just now in the first lesson, I say for part D, correct? When we say prove the conjecture, we must everything right in terms of K, Kx. So I will do Y equal to E ln Kx. So dy dx equal to E ln Kx times ln K. That's it. I get 1 mark. You cannot put in number. You get me? Prepare for SAT is easy, okay? But our ultimate aim is we want to learn as much as we can. So I hope you have gone through all the questions in your textbook. Have you? You have any problem in the textbook that you want me to explain to you? No? Hello? So I have gone through 2 SAT with you already, huh? So there are another 4 to go. So my advice is still, all the question in the textbook, make sure you have done it. If you think you don't need to do, you just one look at it, you know how to do, then it's fair. No more? Okay, if no more, I'm not going to hold you. You have a long day. Hello? Class?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you, class.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, miss.
Yeah,
Thank you, miss.
yeah.